Tūrokoroko hia te pō, tā kiri ko te ata, ka wheki, ka whekara ki te matahau no tū. No tū te winiwini, no tū te wanawana, no tū whakaputaina, ki te whai ao, ki te ao marama, tihei, wa maudi ora. Ai tuia te rangi e tui honei, tuia ki te papa e takoto nei. Tuia te papa e takoto nei, tuia ki te rangi e tui honei. E tika ana kia mihia tēnā o ngā pā whakawairua, kia koe hone rāpana, nau anō hoki, tuku ngā whakamoimiti, ngā whakawhetai ki te atunui te rangi. Ke tau ngā tau a whirotanga te atua ki runga i a tātou i tēnei o ngā ata, i te roanga ke o tēnei ki o ngā rangi. He oi e te iwi nau mai ki tēnei o ngā papa hotanga o tātou, mai konei, mai tāmaki makaurau. Ai ki ana te kōrero mokau ki runga tāmaki kararo, tāmaki herenga waka, tāmaki herenga tangata, nei rā te mihi atu ki a koutou me ngā iwi putanoa i tēnei o ngā whenua, e tūhono mai nei ki tēnei o ngā papahotanga o tātou, mai i tēnei o ngā whenua tātou i roto i a Waitakere, rā ki Trust Stadium. Ko Pātara Berriman hau kei oku taha, i tēnei wā ko enei o ngā taniwha hikuroa i roto i enei momo mai, ko wai atu ko Kāla Matua, ko John Devonshire, ka tukuna atu ki a koe, e te sister, mena, if you want to let everybody know who you are and where you come from.
Kia ora tātou, he uri ahau no ngā te whātua, i te taha o tōku kuia no o Rākei, tāmaki makaurau, i te taha o tōku kraua no te kaipara. Kia ora.
Ka pai.
Kia ora anō whānau, ko JD ahau, no Rahui Pōkeka, yeah. Ahau mauta taniwha.
Okay, whānau, and of course we have two games that we will be broadcasting here today. The first, of course, is the grand final between these two awesome sides. Of course, the Upper Central Stallions versus the Auckland Vulcans. Now, Carla, of course, you've got to watch some of these games over the last couple of weekends. What are your thoughts on the competition and, of course, the calibre of football that we expect to see today?
Ka pai. I think it's going to be a really close game. Both teams have different dynamics. I think Vulcans have a little bit more experience in terms of rugby league, having a really strong club season, but Stallions can bring anything today.
Talking about that, experience versus, of course, the youth out there, because there's a lot of youth in that Waikato Stallions side. What are you thinking?
Yeah, first of all, nā mihi nau mahara mai, Carla, good to have you here on board with us. Bring a bit of balance to the presentation and the delivery, and a bit of beauty. Nothing against Pātara, but a bit of beauty. But Carla's right. These two teams have played. These two teams have played in the championship rounds, and 2 weeks ago at Brisbane Park, and it was the Stallions that got up 18-14. So. They if you say a favourite or a slight favourite, but the young youthful team that the Waikato Bay Stallions, or the Upper Central Stallions as they're known, bring to the game today. So in rugby league, as we both know, payback can be a bugger. When you pay back, and different home ground up here, out west here, and knowing Dion Briggs like I do, and the coach of the Vulcans, he'll have them ready and tuned up.
Absolutely. Now, this is grand final football. He touched on it just a little bit there. How do you approach coming into a game like this?
I think that you need to build off what you've been working on, in the lead up to the competition. Vulcans definitely have some strengths around the field. I think they're clearly identified, and I suppose it's utilising those strengths, but also having a full team included in the final, and everyone bringing their A game on the day. Anything can happen on finals.
Anything can happen. And koia ko te pātai nui, ne? Ko wai ka hua, ko wai ka tohu, ko wai ka ke panaku rato i tēnei o ngā whiringa toa i Wainganui i ngā kapa e rua nei. He rangi ka pua ki roto i tāmaki makaurau i tēnei kei o ngā rangi e aku hoa, e aku rahi, e aku whakatike. He wai, ka tirohia ngā kapa e rua i tēnei wā. Carla, I'll give you the honour of naming, of course, the Auckland Vulcan side for us.
Ka pai. And at fullback, number 1, Kiri Rātima. Number 2, Carmel Uhila. Number 3, Nikita Porima. Number 4, Shannon Muru. Number 5, Melania Cairns. Number 6, Chantal Woodman. Number 16, playing in the halves, Kalani Malaysia Murray. Number 8, Lily Momo Pinome. Number 9, Jana Malere. Number 10, Kimi Muriwai. Number 11, Yasmin Puru Tongia. Number 12, Noia Futumuala. Number 13, TJ Noble Bell. And on the bench, one of their young ones, number 7, Jaden Rogers. Number 10, Nat Tangavatau. Number 15, Kathleen Noble, and number 13, Sheree Field.
Ka pai, and that is the Auckland Vulcans side. And taking a look at our Upper Central Stallions now. JD, if you can take us through that list, my friend.
Yeah, sure. From 1 to 17, we've got Autumn Rain Stevens Daly. They'll be number 1. Honey Hirami Smiler, there's a name. 2, 3, Michaela Kidd. 4, Leah Rees-Rangi Toka from the strong Taniwharau club there in Huntly. 5 is Rolene Duplessis. 6 is Nue Milo. 7, one of the best ever to play the game, actually, Trish Tasso Hinga. 8, Maya Hilmoana, watch her go this afternoon, a young up-and-coming player. The hooker. 9 is Tere Te Aho. 10 is Kate Henwood. 11, Tidia Anderson. 12 is Daughter Adams. 13, Kahuria Cassidy. And on the bench, we have 14, Maddie Norman. 15, Anita Koreheke. 16, Cody Bryant Pryor, and 18 is Jade August. The coach is Paulie Poe, a guy that I go back a few years out west. He played for Waipareta and also Glenora, Bartercard, and I coached in France with Paulie. Paulie was playing over there back in the early 90s. So, yeah, just returned from Japanese rugby, actually. He's been coaching over in Japan. So, Paulie Poe, yeah, good to have him back in the game.
Well, Japan. Watashi wa no mai wa pātara Behrman des, and if you can throw us a little bit of French in there, JD.
Yeah, how much?
All right. Okay, whānau, this game is about to start, and I would like to shout out right now to Radio Tainui and, of course, the New Zealand Rugby League for allowing us to come up here to Tāmaki Makaurau to call this game today and to bring that live to you this morning. Kayla, I'm going to throw a little pressure your way. Ko wai katoa I te rangina, who will win?
I'm going to sway towards the Vulcans. I think just that little bit of experience in finals and pressure games will work in their favour. They've got a balance with youth too, so they've got some speed, they've got some strength up the middle, and just that little bit of experience I think might get them over the line today.
Thank you, Carla. And of course, JD, who are you picking today, mate?
Well, I'm glad Carla went Auckland Vulcans because I thought she was going to say Ngāti Umatai. but that was last week. The tournament at the National Māori Tuakana tournament. And well done, Carla. I must me to you and your ropu and the whānau because they took out the Waini to win. A lot of these ladies are backing up, but I don't think I'd be allowed back into Huntly if I went Auckland Vulcans.
So, yes, indeed.
We'd have to get a nice
cream. You'd have to walk home because you came with me, fellas.
We'd have to get an ice cream of Pokeno and turn around and come back to Auckland. So I'm Upper Central Stallions.
And I'd like to add on to those mihi to Umutahi and of course experience played a huge role in that grand final last weekend as well in the Māoris tournament, and big ups going out to the New Zealand Māori Rugby League as well, who put on a fantastic tournament. Ka mutu kia koutou te aroa waka te aroa tangata nā koutou anō hoki manaki ngā iwi katoa te motu I whakaeke ki rungi au koutou I te raka o ngā wiki no reira ka mihi kia koutou te aroa tangata te aroa waka. All right, whānau, if you're not doing anything and you've got an opportunity to come on down here to Trust Stadium in Waitakere, we do encourage you to come on down and support, of course, Women's Rugby League.
Carla, just looking at this Auckland Vulcans team, you pretty much in line here with how the Wahine tour are going up here in Auckland. Who are the players to watch for?
I'll definitely look towards their experience. So Chantal Woodman, I mean, you know, she's got NRL experience, she's got Kiwi Ferns experience, and I think that she'll really guide her team around the field. But I can see strength right across the young ones that have come into the game. They've had really strong club seasons and definitely, you know, players of the future. They've got, you know, strength up the middle with Lily in there, Loletta, and I think that experience will really be one of their rock solids of their game.
Absolutely. And for the Upper Central Zone Stallions?
Well, you got a mix of super experience in Honey and Trish Hinger, but watch out for a young prop, Maya Hilmoana. Only 18 years of age, big 24 hours. She got the Player of the Year for her under-18 team last night at the Taniwharau prize giving and made the New Zealand Māori Wahine tournament team last year. Only just turned 18.
She was a standout last weekend.
She was. Now, whānau, we're going to take a minute of silence for some of our whānau who have passed away, and of course we've had a
half.
And throughout the Upper Central Zone.
What a half, actually.
As well.
Priscilla Tuakaraina whānau, one of the aunties of the Upper Central Stallions, Ngāti Haua, that down there in the Waikato Rohe. So just observing a minute silence.
Whānau, well, we'll be back.
Kei ngā pane rau kura koutou e takahine I te ara kui tika hine nui te pō. E kore koutou e ware tia. Haere, oki atuga. Of course, e mihi ana to our whānau back home in the Waikato, Tūranga Wāwai Marae, Uncle Boom, who's currently lying in state. And of course, just a couple of days ago, we put to rest Lee Stevens. He wai, Upper Central Zone, Wahine with the haka right now. Ka pai te haka tāne rore ngā mahi a hene ire hia. Kuia ko te tīmatatanga o tēnei o ngā papaka nunui rawa atu I te whiringa toa. It's grand final day whānau, Upper Central Zone Stallions taking on the Auckland Vulcans, and what a way to start the game. I thought it was a haka competition last week, and of course it was like the matatini in the Māoris tournament. It's good to see these ladies bringing that to, of course, the, how can I say, the mainstream game here today, and bringing that fixture into this game this morning. He wai, a little bit of a awhi, kapa e rua nei. Of course, a lot of these girls are friends and have played with each other and against each other over the years as well. And you can see that sportsmanship happening out there already in our game. Okay, from left to right on your screens, from right to left on your screen would be the Waikato. The Upper Central Zone Stallions, and of course on your left side of your screen is the Auckland Vulcans, who will kick off and defend first in this game. Let's go.
Yeah, no, good luck to both sides, Wayne Ma, and let's not forget the referee, young Jackson McGowan, the referee. He's refereeing the game as the ball falls over. Carl Vasso and Daryl Mataiti on the assisting him. So we're set. Going to be a big day, 4 games here today, but the first one has just got underway.
All right, and the kickoff right now as we pass the ball to the big prop forward, Kate Henwood with the ball right now, bringing it up to the 30-meter line. Right now as they tend to go right now, dropping off, of course, to a big Maya Hill Moana, one of the players that we talked about early on to look out for, only 18 years of age and player of the year. For your under-18 squad back there in Rahui Pōkeka, Taniwharau, of course, as the Stallions right now making it up to the 40-meter line. Some good defence there by Auckland Vulcans, though, pinning them, only making 10 yards after 3 plays. Going back to the blind side right now is the Stallions. And with an offload right there, coming back to the left-hand side, Maya Hill again running the ball, but decides to let it go. Our big 13 right there, our loose forward, Kahurina Cassidy. Settling the ball just shy of the 40-meter line inside, of course, the Auckland Vulcans half. Coming to the standoff right now, and another big run there by our prop forward, Henwood, with the ball right there, just halfway across the 40-meter line. As they go right now.
Great set of 6 there by the Stallions.
Absolutely fantastic. And an early mistake there by the Vulcans. Dropping the ball at the back there was Kiri Aratima. The Vulcans right now with an opportunity to apply some early pressure. A great set there, Carla.
Oh, definitely. It was good to see the defence by the Vulcans, you know, that experience of putting numbers in the tackle and slowing down the play the ball, but it didn't stop the Stallions from making momentum up the field.
Yes, having said that, I see the prop Latita, she's had a big collision with the Big Ten for the Stallions, and she's getting some attention on the 40. But they got to a completion, the kick went up, and it was yours.
It was yours. It was an easy take to take, but unfortunately, could be, of course, a bit of sun in the eyes. A bit of an overcast here at the moment, whānau, but if you looked up into the sky, of course, the clouds will blind you. So that'll be something that I think that both sides will be looking to do as this match progresses through the day. A lot of bombing going up and putting pressure, of course, on our fullbacks and our wingers. As the Stallions come back to the left-hand side, the number 3 there, Michaela Kidd, with the ball, settling it up 20 metres out from the goal line. as the hooker comes in, looking probably to go to the blind side, and she does. The number 12 right now running it up. Good strong run. Good defence though from the Vulcans, taking it over to the sideline. Bit of a wasted opportunity there, JD.
Yeah, second tackle, just a little bit of inexperienced Rowdy. Instead of middling up the ball and giving you some options on the short side or the open side, and on the second, Coach Paul Poe won't be happy with that. But in that first set, I did see the influence, Carla, of Trish Hinger, just running down that short side, getting an offload. They're going to have to watch her. She's wearing the 7 whānau, hailing out of the Te Aroha Club in Wellington down there in Te Whanganui Tara, and now residing up in Gisborne. Yeah, just one of those all-time great players that have played our game.
Auckland Vulcans with the ball now, bring it up to the 20-metre line. Their chance to show what they can do on attack. And so far, not disappointing us as well. Bringing it up now to the... Oh, no, we're stuck on the 20-metre line. Aroha mai te iwi. Good defence there by the Stallions. As Auckland brings it up now to the 30-metre line. Good, strong run there, but met by some really good defence. Driving her back to the 20-metre line. This is good signs for the Stallions, of course, defensively. As Auckland struggle right now to get out of their own half. But that was a very fantastic run there by the big number 8, Lilita Momo. And, of course, we were talking about her early on in this piece. Auckland Vulcans guilty of a couple of early mistakes here. What do you think's happening, Carla?
Oh, I don't know if it's nerves or they do look a little bit disjointed. I'm sure they'll settle into the game, though, but those couple of early errors are definitely going to make life hard for them.
You need your spine to take control. There were the halves on the left and the right, and they had too many options. Runners were getting in each other's way. So what are we, 35 metres out? It'll be the Stallions to feed the ball to the scrum. I do like the ball movement of both sides. It's good to see in the women's game and in the game in general, plenty of ball movement. So we're going to get an entertaining game this morning, whānau.
You'd hope to see Stallions capitalise off all this field territory. Vulcans yet to get out of their half. Here's Trish again with another offload.
Yeah, showing experience there. It's Trish Hina organising play off the ball as well. The hooker right now signaling to go right, and they do. Bringing it back to this prop forward who has been very busy in the early stages of this game. Kate Henwood once again with the ball and bringing it up to the 20-metre line. They're 20 metres out from the goal line right now is the Stallions. Coming to the left-hand side now. A little drop-off play there, but runs it. Oh, what a beautiful pass, and showing some speed is Autumn Rain Stevens-Daly. First blood, JD?
Yeah, no, Carla's exactly right. They had to capitalise on the turnovers. When you get field position like that and the opposition turn the ball over, you've got to make them pay. And I like the work of Neil Miller, who went to the line there and give a sort of an overs play to the fullback, Autumn Rain Steve. And of course, she made the Māori team last week as well when playing for Te Aroha. And comes from good stock, does Autumn Rain. And that's they're going to play from in front, aren't they?
They are indeed, and we are ahead now as the Upper Central Zone Stallions 4 points to 0 as they prepare Inaine for the conversion. Ara ko te whanapiro tēnā, mai I tēnei o ngā tawhito o tēnei o ngā kēmu, Miss Hina, Trisha Hina.
Stepping up to the plate to take the conversions too this game.
And if I could just explain to the whānau, this person here would be the equivalent of a Brad Fiddler or a Laurie Daly.
Oh, wow.
Who's standing in the
them
game.
both.
Yes,
even Andrew Johns. You'd talk about her in the same breath as Andrew Johns.
Well, that's a good New South Wales player there. Carla, who are you going for next weekend? Of course, we've got the the State of Origin happening.
I'm a Queenslander, and I'm not afraid to say we're on a rebuild. We're on a rebuild.
9 years worth, hopefully.
Conceding already.
And, of course, you will see, of course, the women's fixture in the State of Origin as well, which will feature a lot of our New Zealand players who have converted over to Australia to play in that NRL competition. And I'm hoping to see a lot more of these wahine that we are playing here today in that competition as well.
Yeah, a big day for the code, the national grand final day. After this, we have Northland, the Northern Swords, playing the Otago Whalers, and that's going for the championship. And then we've got the two Tamaki teams, Counties and Akaranga squaring off in both the Wahine and the Tāne. So 4 big games of football from here at Waitakere, but it's the Vulcans to kick off after conceding the first try that comes down to Neil, and it's back to that Henwood.
Henwood again, yes, and a strong run by Henwood as well.
They've had really awesome go forward, the 2 props from Stallions.
I've noticed one thing about our women's game, and I think that's a skill that they might want to pick up, is their kickoffs are not going very deep, and they're gifting a lot of field position to the oppositions because of that as well. So all you up-and-coming women players out there, that's definitely a skill you want to pick up and get those kicks a lot deeper.
Over there, yeah, losing the ball in the tackle was young Maya Humuana. Yeah, she won't like that down Simple Street.
No, she won't at all.
Yeah, no, second tackle, and it's just, get to your completion, soak up the ball and soak up the time and get some good field position with a completion, eh? So it'll be the Vulcans. Let's see what they've got, eh?
Absolutely. The opportunity now inside, of course, the Stallions half. What should they do, Carla?
Ooh, I think they just look to settle the ball and set up some structure and play off the back of that. My strong run there from TJ Bell Noble. She's actually normally playing in the prop second row, so interesting to see her in the back of the scrum there at number 13.
Maybe playing in the middle, eh? Yeah, that's a good charge.
That's another good charge. Making a good 10 metres there is Yasmin Puru Tongyap. All right, now the Auckland Vulcans 20 metres out from the goal line right now. Their chance, of course, to put some pressure on. A big prop forward right now is, of course, Mamo with the ball. Getting very busy in these early stages of this game. They're spreading it wide right now. A couple of backdoor plays out to the hiker, the fullback, but met with some great defence there as well.
Had to be made.
Great tackle.
Yeah, it was a great tackle, ball and all.
And they're going brown side. Oh, she tried to pop the ball there, but unfortunately didn't find its mark. And the Stallions clean up the ball.
Yeah, just a push pass there by Shannon. She's one of the young ones that made that Kiwi Fern squad the other week. Great potential in the game. She's a real athlete right across different codes.
Absolutely, and that name Miru, of course, makes its way all the way back into Arahui Pōkeka and, of course, to Ihu Mātau as well. So big ups going out to the Miru whānau out there. Koutou e whakarongo mai nā e mātakitaki mai ana. The Stallions right now bringing it up is... Oh, another good run there by our standoff for the Stallions. Miss Milo. She plays the ball just over the 13-metre mark right now. Going back to our experienced player.
Trish having a little bit of fun with them. And a half break.
Too. And there you go, showing some skill and some speed. And offloads the ball. The tackle wasn't made. This could be back to one here.
Should be if the ref has caught that.
Oh, he's calling a forward pass.
Just looking at the Vulcans' defence, the right side is really struggling to push their line up, and it's giving that Stallions time and space to play with the ball. Something that they probably need to fix up quite quickly.
Trish Hinger stamping her mark on the game already. Defence, a beautiful covering tackle, 5 off the line down there that saved a Vulcans raid, and then breaking. I think maybe 10 or 12 years ago, Carla, she would have been under the post right now.
She may have slowed down a bit, but she's definitely looking pretty powerful.
Yeah, most
nothing beats
looking
experience. All right, Auckland Vulcans with the ball right now. The scrum, of course, on the 40-metre mark. Met with some great defence, though. Right there is the number 12 from the Stallions, Tongiakuia Adams, a.k.a. Daughter, as the Auckland Vulcans 5 metres away from halfway right now as they do pass into the half of the Stallions. Mamo, who's been very, very busy right now for the Auckland Vulcans. Looking to go wide a little bit early is the Vulcans right now up to the 40-metre mark. Quick play the ball would help them here right now, but held down well by the Stallions' defence. They come back to the open side. Number 18 now with the ball. And that is, of course, Kimiana Muriwai, settling it just over the 30-metre mark right now. They go to the left-hand side, looking to kick the ball. As she does, it goes up, but just a bit too hard there. And we'll have a 20-metre restart and a 7 tackle set.
I like the style. Both teams are getting a roll on forward. I see the Vulcans did free it and spread the ball to the left and finished with a kick. Unfortunately, the execution of the kick wasn't the greatest, but they're settling down into it now, are the Vulcans?
They are, aren't they, Carla?
Yes, definitely. I think they're just finding their feet, getting some rhythm in their game. I mean, that was the first set of 6 they completed for the Vulcans, so it kind of indicates that they're getting their flow back into their structure in their game.
Yeah, that's young Mai Humuana hitting the ball up. She's 15 metres on her side of halfway, all the Stallions, and quick play the ball coming out to Milo, going a little bit wider. I do like the way that they're moving the ball, and they're looking sharp on their feet. They've got a little bit of pace out wide, have the Stallions.
They do, and of course, Honey Hideme being one of those speedsters that the Stallions does have, and all that experience she brings to the game as well. The Stallions are very lucky to have her in their side. As Trish again with the ball, sending it out to the right side, but unfortunately the pass doesn't make the mark. Referee's calling a knock on, and I think he's got that right as well. Auckland Vulcans doing well to hold out at the Stallions with all this early pressure and early ball that the Stallions have enjoyed so far in this game. And you can see already a couple of hoppe going on out there as the game takes a little bit of a break, and I'm sure both teams would enjoy this.
It is a warm day up here today, and Vulcans have put some fresh props on. I see they've subbed both their props. Nat, that's coming, she's a really experienced player. She's been part of this Vulcans team from day one. Really strong runner, and we just need to...
From which club is she from, Carla?
She's over at Ponsonby now. She's been at a few clubs, Otara, Manukau, Mangere, so she's been around the clubs, but I think she's settled there at Ponsonby. She's with Dion, and they are definitely a club in Auckland to keep an eye out for the future.
So you're happy with the progress for the women's game up here, Carla?
I am. I think we've created a beast in terms of the girls' grades. I'm a little bit worried about the direction of them. Nobody seems to know where we're heading these girls. There isn't any structure in place for them yet, but I mean, it is still developing, but it's developing at a rate that's phenomenal. The demand for girls to play rugby league is huge, and each year it's just the number of teams in the comp is growing, and I think there needs to be a little bit of thought about where we're taking these girls in the future.
Fair enough. No, good words, and there you go. There's the challenge to Tony and NZRL, to everyone. We're all in this game together.
Absolutely. To all our clubs out there as well, and make sure you encourage your ladies to, of course, put a team in, and I know that a lot of them are keen. They're just waiting for the opportunity, as Carla said. Auckland now bringing up the ball. Another strong run by the big prop forward right there. As the Auckland Vulcans, and a penalty here, just guilty of holding it down a little bit too long.
The 12, just a bit, but a good run. Fresh props, as Carla identified, and they're obviously looking to play a power game through the middle.
They're going for the tap.
And Moody White, once again, wants to back up the run. She just finished that one and makes another good 10 metres, does Moody White. Just shy, or just over the 20-metre line, Arohamaya Diwi. They come back to the open side right now. A drop-off play there to the number 12, the second rower.
Noia. So younger sister of Tuila, that we're all well aware of.
Yes.
So she's got two younger sisters playing, and only Noia is in the Vulcans team.
Okay, well, for now anyway, until we get all three of them in there.
Both very talented.
All right, good defence there. Shutting down the play was Honey Hideme, stopping them from, of course, finding the open winger who was all by herself out here on the right-hand side. They go left, though, to the number 16. Oh, nice little short ball there to the number 11, to Tongia, who settles it on the 20-metre line right now. Stallions showing some good defence. They're very compressed, though. If Auckland can see that, they might want to come back to the right-hand side, but they put a little grubber in. Picked up by the fullback, who, of course, scored the first try.
Autumn Rain. Stevens,
Yep, absolutely fantastic. And on the 10-metre line is the Stallions as they try and bring it out of their half. Met by some good defence there by the Auckland Vulcans as the Stallions make it just shy of the 20-metre line right now. Leah Reese into dummy half. I'm picking she'll run the ball. She does from dummy half out to the blind side, but met by some strong defence. What a hit that was by the number 16 from the Auckland Vulcans, Kailani Melissa Murray. Coming back to the right side. Also, this is good defence by the Vulcans. They're really pinning the Stallions in their half right now. They're struggling to get out. Is the Stallions. Honey Hidem has shown her experience. Coming back to the right side, to the left-hand side, making a good pass and finding an open centre who has moved into the wing, and a penalty here to the Stallions as well. Fantastic stuff there by the Stallions, and good vision by Honey Hidem. What does she bring to the game? Not only as a player, but also as somebody that these girls can look up to.
Definitely. Well, that was just a classic example of your experience. She looked up, she saw the right side defence of Vulcans was exposed in shorter numbers, and she had a go at it. She had a crack. So that confidence that she has in terms of looking up, seeing what's available, and then giving it a shot, that comes from experience and confidence.
Most definitely created the 3-on-2 overlap and put the winger away. I thought the fullback was hard done by the Vulcans there. Was needed to be made a ball and all tackle.
Yes.
Now it's back-to-back penalties for the Stallions as referee Jackson McGowan deems the tackles high, but sometimes it's got to be a ball, especially a fullback. I want my fullback to make a ball and all tackle.
Absolutely.
But this one was a little bit higher, and now they're tapping 30 metres out are the Stallions, and it'll be our 12. She's playing well, and Maya, it's Henwood.
Henwood, he's
hitting
been
the
very
ball
busy.
up.
Yeah.
20 out, right in front of the post. Either, options either way. Here's Maya Moana. Gee, she's had a big year, that girl.
Whereabouts is Henwood from, JD?
Oh, Huntley.
Huntley? Another Huntley
They're all
girl?
from Huntley.
Claiming the fame.
Sorry.
Go to the right side is Leary's Toka. Right now they're coming back to the
dummy half run.
Half run. Yes, Mark is almost guilty there of not working, but they do shut down the Stallions right there, just shy of the try line. Stallions, of course, looking to score here and capitalise off that mistake. Maya Hill once again with another run, but dropping the ball.
Unlucky.
Missed by some good defence there by, of course, the Vulcans.
Yeah, no, that's 2 mistakes she's put down. Probably try and overplay her hand a little bit. She's got to catch the ball and go forward first, and get them on the go forward rather than try and present the ball. But she'll bounce back. But it is let the Vulcans off the hook, and they're running the ball out. Hey, these ladies they're giving it all, aren't they?
They are giving it all. There's some really big hits going out there, and you can see now that there's a bit more feeling in the game as we come to the halfway point of the first half. Now, of course, how long are these halves, JD? Because they're not the 40 metres, 40 minutes, I believe. 30-minute halves at this stage, Whānau, which is a big a change, of course, from the last couple of years. It was 20 minutes a half, and now we're going up to 30, and it won't be long before we're doing 40-minute halves at the iwi. I bring it to the sideline. Oh, and lucky to stay in there and get rid of the ball. Good skills there from the number 3. Nikita Purima.
So Nikita is new to rugby league. I understand she's switched codes from rugby. Had her first club season with Richmond this year in rugby league.
Oh, she saw the light at the end of the tunnel. No, good on her. And that was a good kick. They got to a final, went down the middle, and it's going to be Leary's Tuka by the looks of it, going into dummy half, running the ball back, just giving those big forwards a rest. Maybe looking to make some interchanges. Will the Stallions? The props have been going at it for the duration so far, but out of dummy half, and that's a good ball.
That's a good ball by Tahoe. Finding, of course, the winger there, number 5, Duplessis.
Duplessis.
Duplessis,
yeah,
I'm going to get that right.
Yeah.
Another Huntley girl?
Another Huntley girl.
Yeah. West side.
It's a very Rahui Pokega name, Duplessis.
Nice little tie-up of the ball there by Chantal. If she was able to get that pass off, there was numbers out the left there for Stallions.
Here's Trishing of the ball now going to the line. Offload to Honey, 2, 3, 2 on 1.
Oh, well done.
Mate.
Good cover defence there by the Vulcans, of course.
5th and final.
Just leaders away now.
Ball going to hang up.
Trish with the ball right now. She decides to run it on the last. I'm looking for a short ball play there, but it doesn't come off.
Probably not the best play. Look, she had a line up outside her, Trish, there, and not the greatest option. But, however, the Vulcans will give them credit. Good defence, and they'll look to run the ball out about 8 metres out from their goal line. But, it's still a bit even in it.
I think we're still on the grind, absolutely.
There hasn't been much of a kicking game. I mean, 5th and final, we haven't seen any team dominate off that 5th and final kick yet.
That's right.
So probably a dynamic that both teams will want to bring in, get that field position and put the opposition back under pressure.
Maya Hill with a great tackle there. Of course, want to make up for some of those early mistakes that she made. And that's the way to do it. And do it on defence, of course, and do some work. Okay, the Vulcans right now on the 20-metre line, bringing it out.
Doing it hard, but they're shifting the ball now. There's a bit of pace coming in from the centres and the wings that are coming to give their forwards a rest. And we'll look for probably one more in and then a kick. Yeah.
Stallions' defence line just starting to slow up a little bit now.
Yes, the line speed isn't
as fast.
The shape
is not as fine as it was when it started the game. Here we go. Now we've got a kick. A little bit of field position.
Autumn Rain now bringing the ball back. Ooh. Oh, yeah, Honey. Oh, she could have passed it there, but I thought better of it, actually. It was only the first tackle. Didn't want to lose the ball or give away a shoddy pass, so she settles just shy of the 40-metre line.
You got Honey hitting me outside.
You give it there. I would have.
You give it.
All right, Honey's settling it up in the middle right there, 5 metres away from the 30-metre line of the Auckland Vulcans. Big Maya Hill with a good strong run, just shy of the 20-metre line is Maya Hill right now. Playing the ball, and Tahoe going right. Trish now with the ball, looking to do a nice step, and a good fan, and an offload as well, going backwards. Leah Reese now with the ball, passing it out to her winger, the number 5, of course. Duplessis. I've got to get that right, JD. I've got to get that right. My French is very shoddy.
It's actually South African.
South African, is it? See, there you go again. That's why I'm getting it wrong. I'm in the wrong country.
You're about 10,000 Ks out. But
yeah, motaku here to Duplessis. Duplessis to the Duplessis whānau. I send my...
well-known
my
name
aroha
in
mai.
South Africa rugby.
oh!
Off the feet? No.
No, that was a knock-on, yeah.
Oh, so some applied pressure here from the Stallions. They definitely want to capitalise on this. They've spent a lot of time in this half of the field, and they want to get something from this.
We're in the last couple of minutes of the game, and if they can get possession and get back over that line again, that would be a great coup going into half-time.
Yeah, again, Trishing is showing her experience in class. That right step, haven't seen that for a few years, Carla. The old show and go, plant the foot. So they want to be, as half-time's approaching, they want to try and maximise here. If they can get another 4-pointer, they'll put them in good stead. Didn't go that deep.
No, gifted up a lot of position there.
Leah Reese Rangi Toga.
Of course, Leah had another good, fantastic season this year, of course, with the under-18s back in the Waikato. One of the more experienced young ladies that we have down there, and giving it, of course, to her mate, Maya Hill. Just shy of the line right now is Maya. Tahoe with the ball now, looking to go to the open side. Finds Trish, who finds her partner in the halves. Bring it to the big number 17, who was met by some great defence there, was Jade August, as she plays the ball.
Quick play the ball there. Out it comes.
All right, Autumn Rain.
Step, long.
Missed opportunity.
Absolutely. Gifting the ball back to the Auckland Vulcans. They'll be happy with that. The Auckland Vulcans, of course, withstanding, of course, all that pressure. I have to say, defensively, both sides are doing quite well.
Yeah, I just think that time there, she had too many options almost. The option to go herself and then 2 runners outside.
Yeah, I wonder if they're looking to play down the left flank to Honey, looking to get the ball and maybe she needs to come in, look for a little bit more work, come in, field a bit, because it's twice now that sideline's played a pivotal part in the turnover. But execution, I think if you carry on at it, persevere, may come bear some fruit.
Oh, Maya Hill again with some strong defence. No yardage there made by the Auckland Vulcans after that scrum, but here we go now. Good run there, making a good 10 metres. Is the Auckland Vulcans on the 20-metre line. They bring it back to the open side. Another good run as the backs come in to relieve some pressure from their forwards. Good, strong run, fighting the tackle is the Auckland Vulcans right now. And they come back to the open side once again. Oh, nice run. Nice run. Just shy of the 40-metre line.
To get one, she was just about poked the nose through. Yeah, and here's the other big prop forward now. That's a good run. That's how you run onto the ball.
Oh, fantastic. And they needed a run like that, and she's been busy all day as Kimiana, not Kimiana, Tangiwaitu. Coming up to the number 5 now, Melania Cairns.
Melania is another young player, only 17 years old.
Wow. This is absolutely awesome. There's some good depth in both these sides. A lot of these girls will be playing right through the legs.
Oh, mate.
Don't see that very often in our game as Autumn Rain brings it out right now. She's about 5 metres out from her 10-metre mark. Coming from dummy half is the number 5 for the, the number 2.
Honey, yeah, that's Honey there.
Honey right there.
Yeah, no, that was, he wasn't probably the best of finishing kicks from the Vulcans. I thought they deserved better than that, but
good run,
here's the prop. She's up and going through and pumping, legs are pumping.
Definitely one of those areas of improvement, the kicking game.
Yes, absolutely.
Just so vital to have that field territory, especially in a grand final.
They'll go down the right side, the ball comes through to, that's definitely a strong edge.
And her offloads are really carving up right now as Leah Reese brings the ball with some good footwork right there.
Ooh, Trisha's still down too.
Oh, this will be a big loss to the Stallions if she does not get back up, and we're hoping that she does, of course, as the Stallions put the ball up and finds the ground. No chasers, though. Where's the chasers on this? And we finally get a chaser in the end. She offloads. We want to get the ball away, but
15 final.
15 final.
And the referee will check out the injury. Referee McGowan there stopping the play, and we're going to check out Trish Hinger. And after the pass, didn't see nothing foul in there in the replay, but
You had four Vulcans players there looking at the kick. Nobody willing to take it.
Yes, and the body language says a lot right there, and I think that's something that the coaches will be looking at. A little bit more urgency out there from their team. Yes, Carla?
Definitely. There's a lot of work happening up the middle, and you can see some of the forwards tiring. They've brought on another sub, Cherie Field, a very fit, experienced player, probably been playing the game for 15 years. So she's come on, and hopefully she can inject some little bit more kaha into that Vulcans team and energy.
Nothing much in this game, JD, but I do feel that the Stallions are starting to make some inroads in the later part of this half.
Well, to be fair, Patara, they've enjoyed much more better territory or field position. There's a couple of times when they look promising, but ran over the edge, kicked too deep, and had probably, like Carla mentioned, had too many options. So you just got to settle into your groove. It's not looking good. I see the stretcher coming out for Trish Hinger. So
it's not good.
Yeah, because she's a pivotal part. I think her head, her read of the game. Oh, she's sitting up. That's a good sign.
Just think it was the way that she landed on her shoulder.
On the shoulder, yeah.
Just as she got that one arm offload.
Yeah, no, but very even, 4-0. It's 35, sorry, the half. So there's a couple of minutes to go. I know we've got the clock on the screen, folks. But sometimes when referee stops, is the sole judge of time. Well, they've got match managers over there. So just again another shout out to the New Zealand Rugby League and their championships and premiership grand final day. Good to be here. Good to have women playing on admittedly early in the morning, but it's a 10:30 start. But at least to be part of the day, and she's got to her feet now. Trish, she'll stretch. She'll have that magic water and a bit H2O, and
she's tough.
The magic water from the Waikato, because we know that Auckland wants all our water there. Good stuff, Trish. Good to see her back on there. That would have been a huge loss for the Waikato, what do I keep saying that? JD, I got to stop saying that. For the Upper Central Zone Stallions. It's just because of a lot of our girls from down there. Fun. So it just rolls off the tongue. Okay. We're about to restart the game. Auckland Vulcans with the ball. A fifth and final tackle was the last tackle, of course, from the Stallions there, and a handover ball as we restart the last couple of minutes of this first half.
I think the Vulcans would have welcomed that break, just a little bit of breathing space. They've brought on a couple of fresh legs.
That sun's starting to hit real hard now out there. Poor ladies will be doing it pretty. Don't forget, there's 4 games happening today. So after this will be the Northern Swords versus the Otago Whalers in the men's championship final, and then of course live on Sky TV will be the Akaranga Falcons, both their men and their women, playing the county's Manukau Stingrays in the premiership finals. But here, as half-time is quickly approaching, 4-0, the Upper Central Stallions.
Well done there from, she dropped the ball, but that was a fantastic move, hitting the backdoor play there and making some good yards, but just couldn't quite get.
But the finish is...
That's the potential of Shannon. She's got the ability, she has speed, she's got the ability to run holes. They've brought on their other young hooker there, Jaden Rogers, another 17, 18-year-old who had her first taste of Māori Rugby League last weekend. Definitely another player of the future.
Who was she playing for, Carla?
She was playing for Umatahi.
Oh, gee.
Well, actually, the Auckland Vulcans have got the ball back here. The referee's saying might have been a strip or something in there.
Crucial part of the game here, team. They're 30 out. There's a minute and a half before, 2 minutes before half time. Those injury stops maybe stop the clock, but they've got prime position for attack. Comes off the back of the scrum now and goes out wide to the 6th, and the fullback comes in.
Oh, no, she's probably guilty of having a look there just before securing the ball in her hands.
It's
wasted opportunity. They were starting to apply some pressure, of course. As you said, Rogers making that break down the the left-hand side there. It looked like that they were finding some momentum and looking at probably playing a little more of those backdoor plays.
Yeah, Coach Dion Briggs will be addressing that. Just about execution, get your hands up, get your targets up, soft hands. Ball first, don't you? Sometimes they're looking at the gap or looking, where to pass to rather than collecting the ball first. So ball first, always number one rule for all the schoolboys, have the ball first, then do something afterwards. So off the short side, they come draw and pass, and it's Honey Hedemir. She bet her opposite with a little bit of ease there, but she's they all come in to pay her some attention. She'll go to ground, and
A lot of strength that Honey has, isn't she? She's
still in good shape, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Well, don't forget she's been named in that Kiwi Fern squad, so although she's been in the game a long time, she still has something to offer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, most definitely. And looking forward to that being named this afternoon. Coach Ricky Henry finalising his squad for the game next week, and that's going to be mean next week. We've got Pacifica football. Yeah, both sides.
Awesome to see Māori in the lead of that team.
Absolutely.
Here's the Ferns, yes.
Yeah, just some real shoddy passes out there at the moment, causing, of course, both sides are guilty of it. And, a lot of drop ball at the moment as we've got another injury on the field
just
right
execution. The ball seems to be going high, and both centres on both sides have dropped the ball. But some of them should be taken, but it's just skill set, eh? But let's talk about next week, because it's another big day. The Pacifica on the Saturday night, we have the first game is Nui Wahine playing the Tongans, and big shout out to my good friend Phil Tasmania, and doing a lot of good work with the Nui Rugby League, and Dan and his crew, and a big. I know they're really looking forward to that game, and the Nui are going to be coached by Phil Gordon next week. So that'll be that game. Then the second game is the Ferns against the Samoan side. So good to see Pacifica, and like Carla said, there'll be a lot of Māori within that Ferns. And then on the Sunday, of course, the 18s. New Zealand 18s, clubs 18s and secondary schools, and then the New Zealand Māori Tuakana team versus the New Zealand residents. So 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock next Sunday, and the Saturday night is the Wahine. So a little bit of football left, Rowdy, before you hit the Raglan.
Yeah, a bit of that. Oh, good push there by the Stallions against the feed. That's something that we haven't seen a lot of, both in the men's game and in the women's game over this year, of course. It's a play that I think can be applied, especially in our women's game, I believe, JD.
Oh, well, that just proved it. The break, they obviously said, did the, what do they call it, the big shove, and pushed them off the ball. And you never see tight heads, or as they call it in rugby, tight head or a turnover from a scrum in rugby league, Carla.
Never.
Mate,
as Cassidy plays the ball. Taho coming out to the open side right now. We're spinning it out. The number 12 right now for the Stallions, running the ball, finding a little bit of a gap. There is Daughter Adams as she plays the ball to her number 6 with a penalty as well.
Here we go.
She needed to slow down that play of the ball, though, because Vulcans were looking a little bit short out the side, and you could see the Stallions had already looked up, ready to exploit that side of the field. So a penalty, but potentially saved a try.
Yes,
Big run from the number 17, looking to offload the ball, but she holds it. It is, of course, the first tackle. Jade August right there with a fantastic run. Coming to the right side, Maya Hill running the ball with a great tackle.
That's how
by
you
the
need to
number
get
7.
her down.
And she plays the ball, a nice quick one. Number 15 right now, middling it up is Anita Koroheke. As the Stallions again on hot attack on the Auckland Vulcans try line. A run from dummy half. Looking to, she throws the ball back, but
Unlucky.
lost it forward, unfortunately.
Well, Vulcans managed to hold them out once again.
That reminds me of you, Rowdy, when you were playing hooker for Tony Blow. That white line fever. I told you it was Saturday Night Fever. Go and watch the movie, but the old white line fever.
Hey, but he used to score, JD. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. See, Carla knows. Carla knows the truth.
There was one out of 10 runs.
I'll take those odds.
Oh, mate. And they do exactly that, knock on. Oh, gee. But, a little bit of white. I'm glad to see there's no difference between the man and the woman. Hey, everyone has that white line fever.
I'll have to tell her to stop watching my my highlight reels. Auckland Vulcans now with the ball. Nice strong run there from the Auckland Vulcans, making a good 10 metres line. Oh, but again, those passing. Luckily, the referee calling that back, knock back.
Love to see the ball in the number 17's hands again from Stallions. She made an awesome break.
That was a huge
Absolutely
run.
huge run.
Yeah, on the back of that, it's pretty couldn't capitalise. They've had their chances, both teams really, haven't they?
Oh, nice, good
big
strong
yards,
run there.
yeah.
Auckland Vulcans now making it up to the 40-metre line. The score, of course, Whanau is 4-0 as they go to the left-hand side as the Auckland Vulcans finding the number 16 and out to
Shannon Muru.
Shannon
There she
Muru.
is. She's made another
what
break.
a run, and unfortunately couldn't hold on to the ball.
She's got a bit of a loose carry there.
Yeah, second time, Carla, and she's got footwork, got on the outside, had a good fend off on Leah Reese, and you know, and then I think she's conscious of the sideline and the ball popped out again, and you can see how old she? She
should be in her early 20s, 19, 20, still
so
young.
Plenty to
definitely
work
still
on
young.
there, and some good ability, and I think, you know, and if they go away and back to their clubs and work on like their ball control and their carries, huge potential. Hello, we've got a prop running out here.
We've got the Stallions looking. We've got our, both the loose forward and the prop out here. They're looking to go backdoor and find Maya there, but they decide to run the ball. Oh, she was guilty of trying to offload there. Probably should have held on to it. Number 3 now with the ball from the Vulcans is Nikita Porima, who plays the ball, and they go into the left-hand side. A nice straight run there. Not, of course, taking her eye off the prize is the number 13 for the Vulcans, Tanika Noble, as she plays the ball, and coming back again is the Auckland Vulcans.
Good run, good tackle.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. 9 for the Stallions.
Fantastic skills on display right there.
Bang, there's another one.
Another one by
to the
Tauho.
ground. Ooh, very good.
Tauho Whanau out there from Tauwhare.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Okay, what can Vulcans do with this field territory?
Going to go left. I'll be going to Muru.
I believe they'll be looking for Shannon Muru to make a little bit of a step on
So they
her
go.
centre.
So they go right.
Oh, and they probably should have too, JD. Don't know what to us. It's unfortunate the pass was forward, but she was all on her own out there.
Execution again.
Probably could have gone through hands if they wanted to. Some quick ball there, but it was the 5th and final. They took a shot, and the Stallions now will play the ball on their 10-metre mark with Hani Hideman in the dummy half.
Okay, there we go. We've got the 2-minute call due to all the injuries, so slightly longer the first half, but a few mistakes at the crucial times, at the wrong times for both teams, and it's just cost them that opportunity. But it will be the Stallions to run out perhaps what will be the second to last set of the game. You've got to give the Stallions a bit of credit with their defence, though. They are making their tackles.
Well, they're definitely up for it. Some basics here just to see the game through.
Yes, Jade August right there playing the ball just over the 30-metre mark. They go to the right-hand side, finding August, Autumn Rain, sorry. She plays the ball.
I'm a big fan of number 13 for Stallions too, Kahu Cassidy.
Yeah.
Great, strong player. Had a good tournament last weekend.
Yes.
Here we go. Have a big kick.
Oops.
Well, it was a kick. Finding the
A
back
banana
of
kick.
Yeah, it was. Probably was looking for her outside plays. They might want to kick it again, as it is the last tackle, but they decide to run it. Though. Nice offload there. Honey with the ball now. Finding some open spaces. Honey, her speed might be the go here, but they find her, and good tackle. Good tackle, and that needed to be made as well. And we know that Honey does have some toe. It was the 5th and final. Looks like she didn't know that it was the 5th and final, though, as she passes the ball on. Great scramble defence there by the Auckland Vulcans.
And there you go. There's a halftime hooter.
All right, thoughts there, Carla, as we head into halftime?
Wow. Yeah, I don't actually think that either team has really settled in yet. I can see the speed from the Stallions, you know, they're making little half breaks, the offloads that they've got. Vulcans have got to really wrap that ball up because those offloads are really giving forward momentum to the Stallions. It's really hard to defend those little offload pops and that half breaks that are coming through, and as a result of that, the Vulcans, defence is scrambling, and they're scrambling big time.
JD, what do you fix up?
Yeah, I think that you would have thought after the first half or the first 40 minutes that they would have settled down, but there's still mistakes creeping into the game from both sides, especially in the finishing. I do like the left-hand edge for the Vulcans. I thought they showed some class there with a bit of skill, outside balls running and making, especially Muru, the 4. But And then the Stallions, like Carla said, they're making half breaks, but just that last option, that last play, that last support, and
All right, whānau, we're going to take a quick break, but I do enjoy, of course, we've got a whole lot of highlight packages that'll be happening right now, and we'll be back with the second half. Here they go. Here's the highlights right here. And as you can see now, of course, from a scrum play, I think this would be... Oh, there's Honey Hideme showing some of her skills. Good, strong run. It could have been picked up for an elbow right there.
Just shows their class. They've done it, her and Trish Hinger, I thought have been standouts, Carla.
Definitely.
I thought just their experience. They've got this young side around the field, and Autumn Rain at fullback has been, very good attacking play.
Stallions are definitely using the left side of their field. That's where a majority of their attack are coming from. But they've got some great strong running up the middle. I don't think Maya's had a break yet.
No, she hasn't. She's been out there the whole half.
You'd expect that from a young prop, though, wouldn't you?
Oh, well, yeah, 18 years old, full of energy. And I'm glad that she went home early last night from her prize-giving night. We were a bit worried about some of our girls that were there last night. Hey, we got a game tomorrow, was the call.
Hey, just while we're talking there, I just want to give a shout out to young Nisa Mine that would have been playing today, Honor Wilson.
Yes.
She got injured, got a leg infection, and it played in the lead-up tournament and has played for a number of years with a lot of these girls, with like Celia Reese and that, and quality player. But unfortunately, she ended up in hospital during the week, and the old infection spread, and unfortunately. She's been ruled out, so she was replaced on the team, but I hope she gets well soon. Next. I see her on the sidelines today.
She's got years ahead of her, though, JD?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Great player of the future.
Nā, e tika ana kia mihi a tātou katoa. I'd like to send a big shout out to each and every single one of us because we knew, of course, with the COVID restrictions that this types of fixtures might not have happened this year if we didn't follow, of course, the guidelines from our health officials. So a big shout out going to each and every single person out there I tautoko I tēnā o ngā tohu, and that we're very lucky to be able to be here today in Tāmaki Makaurau bringing you this today. Of course, COVID had a big impact on rugby league as a whole throughout Aotearoa. Of course, you would have experienced a bit of that with your sides through this season, Carla?
Definitely, it was pretty rocking actually. We had, a whole junior competition that was called off, and it was off, and then it was on, and it was off again, and we were actually heading into finals here in Auckland. If we could have got on the field just that 1 week earlier, we would have been able to play that season through. Mm-hmm. But definitely something that the players have had to adjust to. And personally, myself, I actually quite enjoyed the break. Managed to get some downtime and get some things done around the house and spend some quality time with the whānau. But in terms of those football lovers, COVID definitely had that huge effect. Not only with rugby league, but right across the sports sector.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. It was good spending time with the mokos and having bubbles, being in a bubble instead of having bubble gum. But yeah. But hey, just a couple other shout outs around the motu. I know down in Taranaki Whānui, I got their Maunga annual tournament on with 8 teams from around Taranaki Maunga. So to Wayne Kappa and the team down there. I know KT and a good friend Hemana have gone to represent the Māori Rugby League at the Taranaki Whānui tournament, and also in Wellington, the Pacific Cup. Over 30 odd teams down there. Carl Tody and our team helped running the Pacific Cup down there today. So it's good. Football's still happening, but we're here at Auckland, and like coming up after this game, whānau is the Northern Swords playing the Otago side. So looking forward to that next in the Championship men's final, followed by the two. That's Mike Wilson looking through the camera, whānau. Mate, that's a side-on vision. I think he's Yeah, no, he just come back from the pie shop. But, oh, no, that's Kai shop.
And he didn't bring us one
And he
either.
didn't bring us a pie, so, that was Mike Wilson. Whānau. Hang on, he's going to come back through again.
Hangi pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, chopped him up
We
over
want to
here,
know,
my
was
friend.
it a G10 or a G9 or... Yeah, so...
Just the concept of having the two different grades,
Yes,
the championship
yes.
and that's allowed Northland to take the field today and Otago to be represented. For these Stallions women's to be part of the bigger picture. I mean, I think it's an awesome concept. Hopefully it will continue in the future. Just to give these girls that opportunity to play more rugby league.
Now, of course, this is something that we've managed to do back in the Waikato, of course, was live stream the last 4 games of the competition back there due to the COVID restrictions. But now that we get an opportunity to showcase more games, how influential can this type of exposure be for our young ladies and our up-and-coming players as well?
Oh, I think it's essential. As we know, our rangatahi and social media and online platforms is just the way, one of those forums that they interact now, and that exposure can only be a good thing, even if it's just to see what's available, to be able to pathway through, but to also see that, that maybe I can do this. It's not as brutal as they all think.
Mm-hmm.
I think definitely it's critical, and I think research will tell you that once you expose online like that, it can only be a good thing in terms of participation.
Talk about research. How did it go with the Māori Rugby League live stream last weekend? What was some of the quarter?
It was outstanding. We're going to get bigger and better and have more games, but we must acknowledge too, because from our personal experience to the Auckland Rugby League and bringing our 16s and 18s up from Taniwharau, I know Hokanui brought their 18s, Kōtiro up too, so a good exposure. There's girls out here that played in that under 18 comp last year and this year, so we're grateful for those opportunities, because everyone around the country is not blessed to have good quality competitions. So because of our geographical location or our proximity or living down the road, even though they take our water, we can come up and play in their competitions.
Yeah, they might have to pay our petrol for coming up here since they're taking our water there, JD, to throw that one out there. Phil Goff.
Super City. But our second half is going to get underway very shortly. The teams are coming back. How do you see it, Rowdy? From your perspective, how do you...
Well, it's really going to come down to what we both, what all of us have identified. It's going to come down to ball control, I think, in the second half. Who can hold on to the ball? Who can complete the sets? And I think both sides are defensively sound. It's just going to come down to those basic 1%ers. What do you think, Carla?
Yeah, definitely. I think Vulcans just need to up the intensity. Up the energy is flat. I think if they can have they had some bursts of energy there and they got the ball down the field. So I think overall across the field, if they could just lift that energy, improve in their kicking game, have some energy on their defence line and hang on to that ball and hopefully finish off some good sets. It could go either way. But I definitely think that Stallions have, owned that first half and deserve to be leaders at half time.
Yeah, probably. I'd be a little bit disappointed if I was Coach Paulie Poe, because I thought they should have been 10 up. The amount of ball and opportunities. But hey, it is a game of opportunities, like life. So we
got to take them when they come.
Got to take them. So it'll be the Stallions to kick off, and slight breeze behind them.
Looking for the sideline. They could have found it too, and she does. A good result there for the Stallions to start off the second half. Starting off like they did, of course, in the first half, making some early opportunities for themselves as they apply pressure right now. The first scrum of the second half, just on the 20-metre line. That's right, 20 metres shy of the Auckland Vulcans try line with the Upper Central Stallions. Enjoying some early field position, JD.
Mate, the coach wouldn't even sit down.
Moments like those are killers, Vulcans would have expected to come back hot and attack, and now they're defending their try line.
You got the ball, you're coming back, and the next minute, bang. But here's opportunity, and it'll be the Stallions to feed the scrum, looking to go down the short side.
They've put Meyer out in the back line.
They put Meyer in the back line again with Cassidy offloading there with the cut play. Maya Hill just shy of the 10-metre line as she plays the ball, and they're looking to go left as Dow, and she does. As she goes to the left, a dummy cut, making it to this big 17 who had a good first half. Jade August with a fantastic tackle, yes,
great
indeed.
Tackle. Had to be made. Coming back now through 16, now the 5 metres out.
Anita Koroheke, well, good defence there by Auckland, not giving an inch to the Stallions right there as they camp out on the 10-metre line, and they're still there right now. Auckland showing some good line speed. Oh no, but a good charge late in that tackle.
I don't see Trish out on the field.
No, I see the 7's not out there, so yeah.
Maybe that injury
Oh, hey,
took its
she's through the
toll.
gap.
Oh, she's guilty again of trying to pop that offload. Just that all discipline right now, especially early in the tackle count, is something we saw in the first half that they'll need to fix up. Both sides, that is, as Auckland brings it out now from their 10-metre line.
Yeah, someone was on her shoulder, though. It was on, you know.
Yeah,
like,
if
it
you know,
was
if the
there.
pass stuck, they would have been in.
Exactly. So now they get their opportunity, and it is the Vulcans to hit the ball up, and they're 30 out from their own try line. So maybe get to a good completion and a good set for a good kick to try and apply a bit of pressure back on the Stallions.
Absolutely, as Noble plays the ball 3 metres out from her 30-metre line. They go to the right-hand side, does the Auckland Vulcans, turning it back inside. Nice run there, making some good yards. It's still going as well.
Good yards.
So one of the players that we took over to the NRL game, JD.
Yes.
Nice quick play the ball.
Good play the ball, and a good run there by the hooker, Mangele. Playing the ball now, going to the right-hand side of the blind side. They've got numbers out there too, do they? And they are looking to shift the ball as the number 3, Miss Portima, playing the ball on the 10-metre line on the 5th and final tackle there.
Good yards, though. Good set meter readers.
Vulcans should be working to keep them down this end of the field.
You'd be jamming it in now, wouldn't you?
Here's that energy lift that they need to, really get hungry on D, push their line up and really work hard as a unit on defence.
Absolutely. That was a fantastic set there by the Auckland Vulcans, making some good yardage. And that energy that you talked about, Carla, they showed it in that set right there. The Upper Central Stallions right now turn it inside to Alton Rain. She brings it up just past the 30-metre line. Yes. Stallions now playing the ball, going to the open side. And this big number 17, who had a fantastic first half again, storming up is Jade August. Playing the ball on the 40-metre mark. They're coming back to the right-hand side once again with a kick down. Nice kick as well, getting some good field position. Good chase coming down as well. Bit of pressure on the fullback. She covers it well, and she brings it out as Keri Ratima. Oh, good run by Ratima. Ratima still going right now, finding some. Oh, she gets past, of course, the number 6, who comes back in the end to make the tackle on the 30-metre line. Fantastic run there from the hiker. Those of you at home, hiker is fullback. You can use that word when you're watching rugby league at home. Whānau hiker, the fullback.
Should have made up for her mistake in the first half when she dropped the ball, didn't she? That was a good kick return.
Definitely. That's Kerry on a good day. That's what she has the ability to do. Her return from kicks is strong.
That'll give you a lot of confidence as we are in the second half as well for the remainder of this game. A good tackle there by Maya Hill as Auckland Vulcans, again, those passes plaguing their attack, losing some metres there. But a good run in the end by the number 4 for the Vulcans, Shannon Muru, playing the ball 53 metres out from the line as they put the ball up in the air, taken well by the Stallions. Not a lot of yardage in that kick right there. Gifting quite a bit of field position to the Stallions right now, who don't have to work very hard to get out of their half.
It's just a shame with the Vulcans, they get into position, but here goes Honey Bull. She's gone, shut the gate in 98. Under the post, girl. And that's how you've got to watch her, and that's what she's doing, sitting out there on the wing. A kick return, first tackle, wasn't that well contested, and you give her some space. I think the...
All right, Whānau, here's another...
Ka pai whānau, as you're watching right now, I don't want my for the comms right there, but big ups going out to Above Productions as well. All the way from Hamilton there, coming up to Tamaki Makoto to bring us this live fixture. Piro, and that is, of course, the word for try. Whānau, Piro. And now, interesting little kōrero I got from Hemana Waka last weekend about these Māori kupu that were presented. What he did was he went back to Tūhoi, to his home kāinga. He grabbed a couple of, we will just call them lemonades for his kaumātua, and he sat them down, and after about 3 or 4 of those 1.5 litre lemonades, they came up with all of these kupu that we've got. They didn't just use the transliterations like furupeke or winga ina momo kupu. They looked for the better option, as you say, for these kupu. And piro, of course, is try, and whana piro, or conversion, is what's happening right now as the Stallions look to try and increase their lead to 10 points to 0. But right now
Yeah.
it's, of course, 8 points to 0 with the conversion still to come.
Haven't really got out of the second gear, really, have they? The Vulcans in the second half. The kick going out here, the turnover, and then as the kick comes, geez, that's not bad from here. That wasn't a bad kick, but
Not bad at all.
it'll be 8-0. The Stallions playing in the second half, but just the fluency ain't there in the halves and the spine, Carla,
Just
for the Vulcans.
Moments of good, but just not consistent enough throughout the game. I really think their kicking game is killing them. They're not getting good field territory at the back of their sets.
Yeah.
It's a shame because those forwards are working their butts off. They're going hard, those forwards. Big forwards up the middle.
This is the time you want their leaders to really rally up the troops. They're needing that lift. They're needing that confidence. They're down. They're behind on the scoreboard. But I still think potentially if they can lift their game, they may be able to get over the line.
Oh, absolutely. I saw early stages in this second half, and the scoreline is only 8-0. The Vulcans can definitely bring this back if they do exactly what Carla has said, and those are those senior players stepping up. As the Stallions right now coming up to the 40-metre mark. Kuia mātou e whakapāho atu nei kia koutou katoa mai I Tāmaki Makaurau Trust Stadium in Waitakere. Oh, guilty of a shepherd right there.
Yeah,
Absolutely. That was a silly play right there.
Didn't even look good, did it? Didn't look right, unfortunately, and that's a turnover. Is this the opportunity that the Vulcans get to claw
Wasn't
their way
the
back into the
props'
game?
fault though, eh?
No, the prop was running.
Props
Actually,
don't make mistakes.
and if you got a big prop forward running that hard, I probably would have given it.
Definitely.
Yeah. If I was a prop, I would have had a captain's challenge.
Yes.
I'd never dummy you, JD. You'd get the ball straight away. Oh, it's turned into a penalty.
Yeah.
Bit of lip, bit of
Oh,
mouth.
it was a
Shepherd,
penalty,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Shepherd, yeah. I was going to say.
All right, Auckland Vulcans now with an opportunity to
They're
answer.
going to run it. They're not going to kick the touch. Here they go.
Yeah, the kicking hasn't been that great. I think this was a good option to probably tap the ball, which is quite unfortunate, actually. They could have made some extra yardage there. But the number 18, Muriwai, playing the ball right there. And the big number 13, Tanika Jazz Noble, running the ball now.
Oh, that's how you run on.
Ball handling
penalty.
again. No, a penalty. Handing the play the ball.
Handing the play the ball from the Stallions 16 there. So, not the ideal back-to-back penalties. You're inviting them back into the game. And it's the 15 now.
And this is Kathleen Noble right now running the ball. We've got two Nobles out there at the Iwi. So the number 9, of course, Mingele, looking to go to the right-hand side, dropping off to the other Noble in this team,
tackle.
Tanika Jazz Noble.
She
just
felt
on the
that
10
one.
metre one. She did too.
She did,
a bit
shortened
shy
her.
coming up off the ground there.
Shortened her up a bit, didn't it?
Okay, another big run here. Stallions are guilty of not coming up off their line, and the Vulcans taking...
They can get it
that as
out
well.
to the left side.
And they are. They're coming to the left-hand side. Just need some good ball here. Now, good run. But great defence there by the number 5.
Duplessis. That was a great tackle. Had to be made.
Absolutely, JD.
Ain't finished yet. The 7 throws the W. Should have gone there.
She's been solid out that side because she's had to shut down Shannon, and she's done that a number of times.
She has. Now they're going right. They're moving the ball right. Cross kick.
Oh, beautiful kick. And that's probably the best kick of the game from Tāmaki Makaurau. Good step inside. She could go the way.
Held up.
She held up. Brilliant defence there.
Mate.
Good scramble by, of course, one of our... I thought there was Honey out there, but it wasn't. It was the number 5.
What's he ruling here?
Had she gone straight for the corner, she probably would have scored that.
Yeah.
15th final, was it? Or was he...
I thought that was the 15th final. I'm not too sure what's happening here. Sorry, Whānau. But Auckland Vulcan on hard attack now. This is the 15th final now.
15th final now. Run it.
So they want to put some pressure on this.
Coming to the left-hand side. Oh, good step inside.
Wow.
Yes. Catching the defense, napping. Auckland Vulcans back in this, Whānau. Scoring just on the left-hand side of the post. Piro ki the Auckland Vulcans.
Piro Pai.
Yes,
Right.
she stepped to the left and beat Moana Hill Moana, and left her in her wake, same as Leah Reese. They fell off, and that was a good step because if she'd run straight, they had her measure. But head fake, step, and just over that first 5 metres, a bit of pace, and that certainly brought the game alive.
Yes.
And the kick to come, 8-4, possibly 8-6. The game is well and truly on, and I think it's on the back, Carla, of those forwards, that momentum, especially 13, the Noble.
And of course, the
Welsh.
Stallions guilty of giving away a couple of penalties there with some restarts in that set. Keilani Murray, of course, scoring that try as the hooker, the Jana Mangele, is looking to convert.
Must have been held up, referee over there. Must have been held up, eh? So they put it out, 2 tackles to go, yeah. So that's what happened there over there on the far side. It was a try-saving tackle, but...
So Kalani, again, another player coming off the Māori tournament last weekend. Played her junior rugby league in Australia and has returned to Auckland and played her first season of women's.
And they're down the middle.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Game on,
Got a
Whana.
game.
Yes, we do. 6 points to 8 with the Stallions leading by 2 points, of course. All right, this could be the type of energy that and inspiration that the Vulcans needed.
Definitely. You quite often after one of those sets and a scoring try, you'll see them lift their intensity, and that hunger and that confidence will come back into their game. Looking at Stallions, I'm sure they'll still be up for it.
Yes, JD. Auckland Vulcans, of course, enjoying that. How do you see this next set go?
Well, if they can get the momentum and finish with good field position and force the mistake, they've just got to be patient. It's only a 2-point game, and I think some of those passes we saw Muru down here again that unfortunately couldn't get the ball away. If some of those passes stick, watch out for the Falcons.
Absolutely.
You'd want Vulcans to take this possession off this kick. And another area of improvement for them.
And I can see they've stacked up that sideline right now in preparation for that. Not a bad kick there by the Stallions, but a fantastic run, making some great meters. And an offload as well. Pushing it back to Mangele, who just converted that try. Still
Numbers
with the
on
ball.
that tackle.
Yes, good numbers as they hold her up. Coming back to the open side right now. And the prop forward looking to find her mate. On the side there, good tackle. Oh, but she's still going is Noble. Playing the ball now just shy of the 30-metre line. Good run there by the number 7 for the Vulcans. Rogers right there. 35 from their own line is the Auckland Vulcans. Pushing to get out of their half, of course. They're coming back. They do some nice drop-off plays right there, trying to look for the markers, hoping that they'll be napping, of course, but met by some strong defence by 2 of the prop forwards there for the Stallions. Maya Hill with her mate number 16, Jodie Pryor. Coming to the left-hand side now is the Vulcans. They've got to play out wide here. Doesn't need her. She's making a good yards, wanting to stay inside, and she does. Is the number 4, Shannon Muru, who's been having a fantastic game out there for the Vulcans, is Shannon Muru. Number 16 looking to kick the ball right now, and that is, of course, Murray, the try scorer. Oh,
Up the middle, Autumn Rain.
Fantastic run there by Autumn Rain.
Yeah, I just think in the early stages of the second half too, team is that they're missing the influence of Trish Hinger, organising them, to get them into play, where to finish, where to go on the field. So it's going to be a bit of a battle here for the Waikato Bay Stallions or the Upper Central Stallions. But here they are. They're looking to move the ball second, and Honey's going to have to come in and pick up a bit of workload and look to give a little bit of direction, a bit of leadership. And
it looks like she has been moved into centre to help direct that back line. As the Vulcans look to find Leah Reese out wide here, as she settles the ball 30 metres out from the try line. Autumn throwing the ball to the left-hand side. A nice little grubber kick here. The chasers left wanting, though. Nobody really knew what was happening from the Stallions. As the number 5 for the Vulcans brings it out right now. Melania Cairns.
Yeah, good recovery. Had to be taken. The ball, bouncing ball is always difficult to pick up. But this game is really. I think it's gone up in intensity, team. And now as the Vulcans look to run the ball out, the defence on the Stallions is starting to ask a few questions.
Definitely. Just looking at number 4, Shannon Moody. Gosh, she reminds me of Honey. The way that she tucks that ball up, she looks to run that overs outside her defender. Yeah. She's, they're getting her, but I think it's just, that little half break. If she's got a little bit of space, she's going to be really dangerous out this left side.
Oh, I think and dangerous is right up the middle. The number 6 right up the middle, just throws a dummy and looking to show some footwork, and she does as well, making some massive yards. And she offloads the ball to Mangele, who's running right now with the ball, and Auckland Vulcans finding some real good inroads behind the Stallions' defence. Auckland Vulcans going to the right-hand side. They got numbers. Oh, and they find it, and this could be a try, and it is. Auckland Vulcans now taking the lead, 10 points to 8. Ka tahi te piro, nui whakaharahara ko tēnā. Of course, it started by the number 6 for the Vulcans. Chantal Woodman, of course, you spoke about her early on, Carla. Absolutely fantastic play there.
Definitely, she must have seen some failing defence, some gaps, and ran straight through the middle. Had enough gas to get them right up the end of the field, and with the offload too.
Yes,
JD?
momentum is a giant thing in our game, and the momentum is all of the Vulcans at the moment, and it's on the back of the foundation the forwards are laying in some defence that's just starting to fall off. They're getting a bit tired, some of the Vulcans and some of the Stallions, and momentum is clearly. I do like the 16 for the Vulcans, that she's come on and come into that 5'8" position.
She comes from some good stock, Kalani.
Murray. Yes.
Her little kick, her burst, and just her try. I think she's just. I think as Carlin identified in the first half, Rowdy. They were sorry. They were missing a little bit of continuity, a little bit of.
That's the first time I've ever been mixed up with Rusty there, JD. That's a good one.
You're both handsome fellas. But anyway, she's been the glue. It's starting to stick now. And like I said at halftime, if the things stick, they'll be right. And that's exactly what's starting to happen. Kick, good attempt, but falling under the bar. So that puts the Vulcans up 10-8.
They've just gone back to the basics, just getting some good momentum through the middle of the field. The errors have been eliminated thus far from their game, and that's what needed to happen.
Absolutely, and the halves are starting to run the ball as well, which is causing some.
Looking at the body language there, team, it's they've got to have a bit of enthusiasm.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not really rolling their forwards, the Stallions, as much as I think they should. Of course, Maya's still out there right now, and they definitely want to get a better rotation with those forward pack, just to get some fresh legs out there, I believe.
They are playing limited interchange.
JD, is that the rule here today? Limited interchange?
No, it is
limited.
It's limited. Okay.
So there needs to be a bit of strategy behind those subs.
Yes. And we can see right now on the sideline we've got a couple of players there holding their cards, getting ready to come back on as the Stallions kick off. Not a bad kick there, not a bad result at all, making it down to the 10-metre line, but what a run, straight up the scopes, as they will say down there in the Rahui ball kicker. The number 18 bringing that ball back from for the Vulcans is Kimiana Muriwai.
Kimiana is the partner of the coach, has lots of experience.
Right. She won't be happy then she got subbed off. She'll be telling her husband, no. What are you doing?
You're on the couch tonight.
Yeah. He's got the kids tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you mean tomorrow?
Yeah, tonight.
Well, if they can pull this one, if they can pull off a win.
They are indeed, of course, the Vulcans. The Vulcans, of course, are making some good yards there, and the Stallions' defence is just not moving up at all.
Another tidy set there. They've got them down the end of the field where they need to be.
Yeah, they're just really starting to make some really good yardage from their play, of course, is the Auckland Vulcans. The Upper Central Stallions, of course, still not moving up off the line. Do you think fitness might be a bit to play there, Carla?
Definitely. I mean, and for a lot of those girls that haven't had a club season and are expected to step up at a national level, there's a lot of individual homework and work-ons that will get them through games like this.
And you're right too, without any game time, because you can get fit, but it's about that impact and being able to punch through that. And it usually takes a couple of games, doesn't it, to get rid of those cobwebs. All right, the Stallions right now on the 30-metre line. They definitely want to answer back, or at least finish this set without any mistakes and get to the kick.
Yes, you did right, Patara, but they need to get some field position, and a penalty would be nice.
Yeah, that's what they'll be looking for as well. Maya Hill now bringing up the ball, making it 3 metres over the 40-metre line as they do a little bit of a cartwheel right there in that tackle.
Gosh, she's been a workhorse today.
She has.
And it's quality stuff too.
All right.
Halfway, yeah.
Halfway is the Stallions right now, finally inside of the Auckland half. They've been a while since they've been down this end. They're coming to the left hand, to the right hand side, of course, is Paddock finding the number 13, and she decides to run. Nice as well. Nice little tackle there from behind from the Auckland Vulcans. The Stallions now showing a little bit of resolve as they go back down to the blind side as Autumn Rains. She got tackled without, a knock on is the call.
Little knock on in the play the ball. Unlucky. That ankle tap,
yes.
I think, took her by surprise.
Yeah, just upset her ribbon, mate. So, but that's what they need to do. They need to do it more often now. And I did like the break from the 13. She's, she's had to step up now that Trisha's gone off, and look to inject some spark. Because they need points where they're going to come from, and that's what you got to analyse. Well, Honey Hedemi is sitting out there. Maybe even look to bring her in. She's.
I was going to say, they had, they do. They have Autumn Rain playing in the line there. Chip and Chase wouldn't be off the mark if they wanted to, with no fullback at this stage, and neither wingers are covering the back there as well.
Not on the first tackle, please, Rowdy. I just remember those days of you coming off the scrum and kicking the ball.
Well, we had some fast players out there back then that just didn't see the foresight that I saw. They went up to my
on
level.
The same level, that's right. Jaden Rogers goes for another scoop from dummy half, which isn't a bad option. We've got a tiring defence line.
Yeah, they do, isn't it? And that could be really concerning for the Stallions. They showed great defence in the first half, but they're struggling with line speed right now. And some some real good deep play there too from the Stallions, giving them a lot of room to figure out what they want to do.
They look like they've got a little bit more flow on their attack now. They're running some backdoor plays and giving their ball carriers some options.
And their passes are starting to stick too.
There she goes with that overs
that
again.
fend.
She's smart enough and strong enough to stay in field though.
Final.
Oh, fifth and final.
Probably not the best option in the fifth and final. Get a kick, get a little, bit closer to the line. But all the same, you did right. It's starting to stick. They are getting some flow in their game, the Vulcans, Carla. And
I've enjoyed the referee. I like a referee where you don't even notice they're on the field.
Actually, you're right. You're absolutely right there, Carla. We haven't mentioned him at all throughout this, which is absolutely fantastic because JD, he's a definite. Mouth when it comes to the referees, and he likes to give them a little bit of stick, don't you there, JD? Oh, lift it up.
That's his other tohu holds. Referee, convener.
Yes, from Mr. Pata de Burman who gets in beneath the second game. Closely rated Chris Fox.
I don't know why that is. The referees didn't seem to like me. They are referees.
Stallions have lifted their game again. You can see that desire and that hunger and back into their attack.
Nothing like a couple of big hits to wake them up, and that's exactly what the Auckland Vulcans have done. They've started to shuttle them in some of those defensive tackles. Nice kick there, good yards from the Stallions, and a good chase as well, and that's what needs to happen. The kick is only as good as its chase, and what a chase it is as well, shutting down the number 2, is that the number? No, number 5, Melania Cairns right there who covered that ball. And you can see now, yes, absolutely, Carla, the defence line from the Stallions are starting to get a little bit more line speed. And they want to keep this up and not give away any penalties. Lucky not to get a penalty there.
Yeah, that was was bordering on going a little bit high there. When
you see the head whip back like that, there's got to be some contact around that area. But I think we've got a game now.
I think we do.
No, we have. Speed's gone up. A little bit more urgency. Passes are sticking.
Oh, what a run. What a run. Guilty of watching again was the Stallions with that run, especially with a big prop forward like Momo, who's been fantastic all day. Oh, sorry, that was Natalia Vaito.
Here comes Honey. She's going to return it.
Where's that defence line? They've got to move up.
They have to, especially against Honey. They do not want to give her any room.
Nice wrap.
Yeah.
We've got a few Stallions struggling to get back on side.
Yeah, the Force are a lot defensively there.
Hold the ball here, Reece, second tackle.
Vulcans do not want to give away a penalty.
Not right here now.
Back to the 50-metre line is Leah Reece. Another good run there by the dummy half to relieve some pressure from from the forwards there. Making a good 10-metre run. Duplessis. And Maya Hill with another strong run. A good 8 metres there.
Got to take someone with her, eh? Got to, start developing that offload. Going wide now, run around.
Bit of a backdoor play, and then finds a bit of room behind the defence line as well, but guilty once again of trying to force the ball.
She had a little bit of space to work with there.
She did.
And, of course, she's got Honey outside of her, so why wouldn't you look to give her the ball?
Exactly. But, hey, it's the sun has gone. It's a little bit cooler, but it's pleasant. It's ideal whānau, and there's another 3 games to follow here at the Trust Arena here out west Auckland, and Otago Whalers against the Northern Swords. It's honey far from up there, so come down. There's that game, and then of course the 2 premiership games in both the Wahine and our men with counties Manukau, what they call the Stingrays and Nakaranga Fox. And that women's game, Carla, sorry to put you on the spot. I know you're born and bred counties. Where are you going on that game?
Whew. Had counties not be carrying a couple of injuries, I definitely would have went 100% counties' way. I'm not sure how the injured girls from last weekend have pulled up. The ones that are injured, they're all tough. They're seasoned footballers, so, I'm sure if they can take the field, they'll be there. But I still think there's enough depth in that counties Manukau team to take the win. They've been there many times before, and Akarana have given them some good games, but I still think their experience, the girls know each other, and so that uniting and that ability to be able to understand each other's play, I think will just work in their favour.
Fantastic.
Yeah, well put, yep. Yeah. And actually, I hope you don't mind me revealing, how old is Crystal Road?
Crystal is looking at 36.
Wow.
And still playing
beautifully. Her body is an awesome nick. She, with the experience comes the ability to understand recovery and nutrition, and she has got that on lock. It's a really valuable asset that just in terms of club football, we're utilising that role modelling to our younger Manurewa Marlins players. We're calling on that experience and that role modelling to teach the next generation, because I think that's definitely a dynamic that's missing from the juniors.
It's not a mistake they wanted to make right there.
That's right. How many times do you see when teams position a prop out there like that, specifically to take that, and they get a knock? Mate, backs are backs for a reason. Let them get a bit munched. But it's going to be a scrum now, and it's going to be the Stallions who are going to enjoy, 30 out? 20 out, isn't it? They're on the 20. So this is the opportunity, because it's going to take a 4-pointer. No one will go for a penalty now, will it?
Well, no. Yeah, and I don't think our kickers are that confident that far out. Maybe a little bit closer up against the post. They might have given it a go, just in case they go into overtime, of course.
They are going to go down the short side, of course. Autumn Rain coming in. Stay in, girl.
Stay in. A good defence there by the Vulcans. I thought that was a good play, actually, having Honey run that block play. The Vulcans would have thought that she would have got the ball there, and it turned out to be okay. But great defence there by the Vulcans, pushing back the number 15 from the Stallions, Anita Koroheke.
2 shoulders in there from 2 props.
Ooh. Even I wouldn't want to run into that, JD. Number 17 for the Vulcans.
Yours,
August.
Saladami.
That's what I'll do.
Went
backwards
back.
Though, as the ball, yes, and the referee calls it. She recovers and runs well in the end. Does the number 11, Tidia Anderson. Just shy off the line right there.
She's had a good game today.
She has. Go wide, and they do want to go wide as well. Honey, with her experience, gives the ball nice and early to Autumn, who does hold the ball. But great defence there by the Vulcans, almost taking her out. She did well to stay in the end.
Flag has gone up.
Penalty, yes. Tried to push her over after the tackle had already been called. The Stallions definitely wanted that penalty, and it's definitely not what the Vulcans wanted, was that, Carla?
Unlucky.
You can't get excited. You just got to keep playing to your plan and come forward.
The big 17 just punches over. Peter! And you can see now the energy coming from the Stallions right now. Nothing like a try to pick up their energy. Peter kia the Stallions. And that brings the score now to 12 points to 10 with the kick to come.
I still think there's some turns and twists and turns in the game yet, guys.
Absolutely.
Because fair to say that it really was against the run of play.
It was an opportunity.
I thought the Vulcans have earned some momentum, and they've really dominated the second half, and that's a blimp in the... and I think there's still some points left in them.
Absolutely.
But, back-to-back penalties. We saw it here with... they got the Vulcans back in the game with 2 back-to-back penalties. And just when I thought the bench, apart from the 17 from the Stallions hasn't met or matched the bench from the Vulcans. The Vulcans benches come, they haven't lost nothing. But looking at this bench, apart from the 17, I didn't think they added any fresh legs. But the who is that girl? That's Jodie August. Geordie August, yeah, she's from Huntley too, isn't she?
Oh, I think she is. Yes, she is.
Gee.
She's ready to the Octobers and
September's her mate, isn't it?
When she's hit the ball, she's made, like you said, she's made some good quality runs.
she has, and she has been the difference actually coming off the bench. And we can see Trish standing up right now. This could be a good sign. She might want to get out there. She's probably starting to get excited herself with that turnaround of events. And I have to shout out to the counties of Monaco as well. Of course, we've got Harata Butler from home playing up there this year. And, of course, we stole one of your players, Taylor Norman, for the under-16s. Came on down, a good up-and-coming player, Taylor Norman.
She's awesome.
She took out the player of the day for our under-16s team last night.
Comes in, it's...
Don't forget Capri.
Yes, Capri, yes.
Yeah, from Turangawawa up the road there. And, of course, had a big tournament in a big year. A Māori Fern.
Be awesome to see a Waikato team in the women's comp up here in Auckland next year. I think there's almost just about enough depth to bring a team up.
I think G9 is organising that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, this would be fantastic if we
Mike
could
Wilson.
do that.
So, from the...
Another injection of Māori into women's rugby league in Auckland. We'd love that.
Absolutely.
I know they went...
They went for a short
no,
kick.
you didn't have to panic.
No.
You
not
didn't
that
have
early
to
on.
panic.
I was going to say, stay calm is probably what they should be saying in that little huddle right there, Carla. What you would say?
Oh, definitely. I think they're doing well. You know, they know where the threats are in autumn rain and honey, and they are shutting them down. But you know, you've got to be able to defend against everyone else in the team. So I think there was a bit of a wake-up call there. You can't underestimate anyone, especially when you're defending your line.
There will be presentations after the game, whānau, done with medals and winners and trophies and things like that. So stay with us. I believe we're taking those, and that'll be done on the field at the game's end.
Excellent. All right, the Stallions right now with the ball. Great defence there by the number 12.
Futumuala.
Ooh, strong.
Well, you run like that, that's what you expect.
Yeah, well, that's right too.
You know,
need to be running like that, like
grit.
Maya Hill, great run there, finding her fronts.
And that's all day. You know, you gotta want to run. You gotta want the ball when you're in front row.
Kahu Cassidy, she's been outstanding today. Her defence, her leadership.
I agree. Outstanding. And she stepped up after Trish went off. Here's her second hit up.
Yeah, Maya Hill working really, really hard. Hasn't had a break yet, has Maya? Not that I've noticed anyway. Looks like she's been out there the whole game.
Do we have a player of the game, guys?
Yeah, they do. We're going to pick our own one because we just want to.
Oh, well done. Well, good take there.
Yeah.
Yes, she had a lot of pressure on there. She did well to hold that and rein that in. Definitely picked up her game as Kiri Ratima in the second half. Alton Rain with the tackle right there, followed in by Maya Hill. Good run there, though, by Shannon
These two
Middick.
players that you're talking about, Carla, they're both...
They're doing well to pin them down there.
Yes, the line speed has picked up from the Stallions, and that's exactly what they needed to do because they were allowing too much yardage from the Auckland Vulcans. But the Auckland Vulcans, though, are controlling the ball. They're not throwing anything stupid at this stage, just wanting to complete the set, obviously. And a good run there by the big prop forward right there, Lilieta Momo, who's been a fantastic...
she made some great yards.
Yes. I think she's been one of the stronger forwards from the Auckland Vulcans side as well, the most busiest as well, definitely in that first half. And they kick the sideline kick again from the hooker, Mangelet.
Nice wrap-up of the ball.
Yeah, but again, as you said early on, Carla, that kicking game is something that's really plaguing them right now. And just gifting away easy yardage to the Stallions. Oh, but they give away the ball. Yes, they do. Just some really bad passing out of dummy half right there.
Just pushed it a little bit too hard. You know, she was running right off the shoulder of the ruck there and getting a little bit excited.
Yeah, just needed to settle it down and work to the middle. When you're ahead, you know, you don't have to push the pass. And
we've got some Stallions down out there too. Our prop.
Yes, we do. Our big prop, our number 17, Jade August, is on the ground at this stage, just about to get some attention. I don't think the referee has noticed right now, so time will be called off as they figure out what to do here. This might be another opportunity, of course, for the Stallions to maybe have another push and to try and win the ball back off the play, but I'm pretty sure that the Vulcans will be up for it.
That's why you could never win poker. Because you already exposed your hand. You bluffed twice. You've already exposed your hand, Rowdy. Patara.
Well, it depends,
now
you see.
you're going back in the game.
Depends
He's still
on how
trying
they
to school you up.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, all the way up here.
That's before we even talk about reneging. Yeah, here we go.
Actually, yes, big shout out to Mahitahi and Māori Television. There's a Yuka tournament that'll be broadcast right up here in Tamaki Makaurau. In
Nice step there by Jaden Rogers. You know, she's really young. She's only a slight player, but she's a tough little one, that one.
knows how to get herself out of trouble, uses her footwork, really good. And now the Vulcans
Hot
making
on
some
attack.
good yardage, yes indeed. Oh, look at this, running onto the ball is the big number 8, Momo.
Is that the hooter?
Sending to the right. It can't be.
It is, it's the hooter. Knock on. Wingers knocked on.
Oh, and the
And they got
Stallions,
it.
wow. There you go, Whānau. That game went, that half went really, really fast.
Definitely caught me off.
Yeah, definitely caught me off. That was the hooter. Well, there you go, Whānau.
I didn't want to get excited. No. But well done, both teams.
Yeah, it was definitely grand final, 2 points in. It could have gone either way, and the Vulcans, of course, were making some good yards there towards the end of that game. And I think if they knew how much time was left, they probably, would have tried a few miracle passes to try and get over that line. But congratulations.
12-10 proved that any team on the day could have, were capable of winning.
Definitely.
Carla, for you, Carla, the summary of the game?
I think definitely Stallions were deserved of the win. They errors both teams, but they did make the most of their opportunities. They had some really individual players really step up for the team and contributed in an awesome way. I mean, Maya, gosh, I'd love to see her stats, defence and attack. She was just a workhorse.
Talking about
Absolutely.
that, your pick for player of the final there, Carla?
No favouritism to a prop, but I would definitely give it to Maya Hill Moana. I thought she was outstanding.
Fantastic. And also, JD, looking at that game right there, any standouts for you who you think might have taken out the player of the day for that one?
Well, I thought 13 was very good too.
Definitely.
Cassidy but Maya's work rate, she put a couple of balls down in the first half, but still even Stevens. They could play tomorrow and the result will be the opposite way. But I thought the Vulcans just took a little bit long to settle down into their rhythm. They come right in the second half. But well done to the Upper Central Stallions, Wahine, NZRL Championship winners in the for 2020.
Tautoko i rana o ngā kōrero. Hewa e te iwi, ka hoki mai tātou me te ke mituarua o tēnei ki o ngā rangi. The Northern Swords taking on the Otago Rugby League team. We'll be back very shortly with that, and stay tuned, of course, for the presentations that's happening on the field right now. E te iwi, tēnā rā tātou
Ka pai,
katoa.
brother.
Oh.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trust Arena here in Waitakere City in Auckland. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for a marvellous game of rugby league in the New Zealand Rugby League Women's Championship final between the Upper Central Zone Stallions and the Auckland Vulcans. Come on, make some noise. And congratulations to both teams on an absolutely fantastic played game. Before we get into the awards for the actual match today, we're going to announce the winners for the overall tournament. For the tournament manager for the 2020 New Zealand Rugby League Women's Championship from Auckland, Denise Mara. And to present the awards, we have the Kiwi Ferns coach, Mr. Ricky Henry, and also joining him is Steve Buckingham. Good. And your trainer, ladies and gentlemen, for the championship from the Vulcans, Mike Mundy. Well done, Mike. And ladies and gentlemen, your coach for the championship in 2020 from the Upper Central Zone Stallions, Paul Poe. Congratulations, Paul. And the winner for the most valuable player for the entire tournament from the Stallions, Autumn Stevens. And I know you'll agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, the match officials today did a fantastic job. Can I please welcome up to receive their medals the match official, Jackson McGowan. You can clap for him, come on. And the two touch judges, Carl Vasua and Daryl Mataiti. Your most valuable player for the 2020 Grand Final in the New Zealand Rugby League Championship, ladies and gentlemen, my absolute pleasure to welcome up Maia Terehai Hill Moana from the Upper Central Zone Stallions. Now to receive their runners-up medals, ladies and gentlemen, led by their captain, if I could please have up the Auckland Vulcans. I'll just get the captain to say a few words.
Just on behalf of the Vulcans, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to watch a beautiful display of footy. To Upper Central, the better team of today, congrats on the win. We knew that you guys were going to come out strong, and you guys really took the wind out of us, wind out of me. I just want to give show my respect to one of the players on the team who have helped pave the way for women's footy. Chucky, man, I don't know anyone who can stay out of the game for 10 years and then come back and rip up the way you did. And you really showed us out today. And I just want to give you props and respect for this is what you've helped us do, pave the way. And yeah, I just wanted to give my respect to you and to the rest of the team. Honey, they never score on us like that ever again. But yeah, that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Auckland Vulcans, the runners-up for the 2020 Women's Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners for the 2020 Women's Championship, if I could please ask up the captain to receive the winning trophy for the Upper Central Zone Stallions. And if you could bring your team up as well. Now we'll get your medals done first. And a few words.
Just to the Vulcans, thank yous for today. We knew you were going to come out there and smash us, and we can definitely feel that now. Thank you for coming out and bringing out a good game for us. We appreciate you to everything that you've done to build the game for us, to separate to NZRL, separating the two sections to make it a well-worthy tournament for us. So thank yous to New Zealand Rugby League. Thank you for putting on this event for Women's Rugby League. To all our supporters, our whānau, thank you for putting up with all the sacrifices for us to come to trainings for the games today, or having our backs. Finally to our ladies, not just here, but all the ones in the wider squad that made us be in this position that we are in today. Thank you to our management, you are absolutely amazing. Let's celebrate tonight and let's go. Kapai, thank you.
Nice words. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship winners, the Upper Central Zone Stallions.
Clear the field, Whānau. We are now turning our attention to the men's sections of the championship.
Open fire. Hey,